prices, helpful service. That's Harris Ace Hardware. Harris Ace is your place for Yeti coolers, Traeger grills, Costa de Mar sunglasses, Calcutta Renegade coolers, plus Harris Ace is your hometown dealer for yellow wood treated lumber. Harris Ace will not be undersold on price, so you know you're getting the best price at Harris Ace. Your favorite place for hardware and lumber supplies is Harris Ace Hardware, West Cherry Street in Jesup.
Time now for a look latest in local sports. For the second time in the past 3 years, Clemson Tigers have beaten Alabama for the national championship in college football. Nick Saban has played for 8 national titles. He's 6-2. The 2 losses to Dabo Swinney and the Tigers. This beating the worst loss of his career. The final score 44-16. It was 14-13 in the first quarter, and then the Tigers outscored Alabama 30-3 the rest of the way. Freshman Trevor Lawrence from Cartersville, Georgia, passed for 347 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tua Tagovailoa threw 2 interceptions all season, threw 2 last night. First a pick 6, which set the tone for the game. Again, all Clemson. Dabo Swinney's decision in Week 3 to bench Kelly Bryant and start this Trevor Lawrence kid from Cartersville proved to be a correct decision. The argument was being made last night if this kid played from day one this season, he may have walked away with the Heisman Trophy. Leads Clemson to an undefeated season, national championship. Only a true freshman. He'll be back for 2 more seasons with Clemson. These 2 programs could very well meet again next year's national championship game, as Tua and Lawrence both back next season. Lawrence will be again with the Tigers for at least 2 more seasons, as he's just a true freshman, but played like a fifth-year senior last night's game. After the game, Coach Nick Saban kept stating that his defense simply could not get off the field on third downs as Lawrence kept throwing darts and his receivers kept making great catches. Again, 44-16 the final. Clemson, your NCAA football champions. Dabo Swinney now with 2 national championships, still 4 behind Nick Saban. Saban remains tied with Bear Bryant with 6. Wayne County High School basketball tonight at the Benny Ratliff Arena. Wayne County Yellow Jackets take on the Statesboro Blue Devils. Region contest tonight. Girls game starts at 6. Boys tip off at 7:30. Both teams off to good starts this year. Girls are currently 11-2, but 0-1 region play. Dropped the region opener at Ware County by a score of 49-32. Varsity boys are off to a 1-0 region start as they beat Ware County 58-55 on Friday night. Boys are off to a nice 11-4 overall campaign. Encourage you to come on out and support high school basketball tonight. Again, the games tonight at 6 and 7:30 at the Benny Ratliff Arena. Teams will also be home this Saturday night, taking on New Hampstead. Teams in region play on the road this Friday night at South Effingham. Wayne County wrestling team getting ready for their area dual tournament, which gets underway this Saturday morning, 9:45 a.m. at South Effingham High School. Team enters as the 4th seed. Again, South Effingham, Warriors 1, South Effingham 2, Statesboro 3, Wayne County 4, New Hampstead 5. Top 2 teams head to state. So again, big wrestling match this coming Saturday over at South Effingham. Reminder that Wayne County High School football banquet date is set for this coming Monday, January the 14th at the high school commons area. The time of the banquet will be 7 p.m. Tickets $15 sold at the door for the general public. Everyone's invited. A steak menu with potato and green beans, salad, and a roll. Large senior class this year with over 30 seniors on this year's football team. Once again, everyone invited to come on out and reminisce about the undefeated regular season. Say goodbye to the senior class. The date again, Monday, January 14th, 7 p.m. at the high school commons area. Again, tickets sold at the door for $15. NFL playoff action set for this weekend. Same lineup as last weekend with 4 games scheduled, 2 on Saturday, 2 more on Sunday. Once again, we'll have all the games for you here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. The 8 teams vying for that Lombardi Trophy, which will be won on Sunday, February 3rd this year in the city of Atlanta. Here's the lineup and a reminder. Again, we'll have all 4 games here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5 on Westwood 1. Begins Saturday afternoon around 4:30. The Indianapolis Colts and Andrew Luck going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs, who are trying to break a streak of losing home playoff games. Chiefs have been bounced at home in 6 of their last 8 home playoff games. Haven't won a home playoff game since 1993. Andrew Luck comes in red hot. Should be a huge test for Kansas City's defense at home. Favored to win, but a shaky defense. Again, a very good Indianapolis offense. That's the first game on Saturday afternoon. Then on Saturday night, it's the Cowboys at the L.A. Rams. Todd Gurley expected to be ready for the Rams, and he's been nursing injury, but they state he's at full strength for this game. Cowboys looking to win a second playoff game this season. Like last Saturday night, this should be a very entertaining game. Cowboys defense playing extremely well. Rams and Cowboys, the game on Saturday night around 8:30. Then on Sunday at 1, Tom Brady and the Patriots host Phillip Rivers and the L.A. Chargers. 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks battling. Brady has his eye on yet another Super Bowl MVP. Phillip Rivers has never played in the Super Bowl. A lot of sentimental fans would like to see him and his longtime tight end Antonio Gates finally get a shot at the Super Bowl. But Belichick and Brady will have a lot to say about that on Sunday at 1. Then Sunday at 4 is the Eagles and Nick Foles and the Saints and Drew Brees. Saints at home, very tough. Defense playing extremely well. And they look for the Nick Foles match to come to end Sunday in the Superdome in New Orleans. Enjoy the games, all 4 games on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5. Told you yesterday those reports about Tampa Bay wanting to talk to Kirby Smart about their head coaching job. Nothing but rumors. Tampa Bay hires Bruce Arians yesterday as their head football coach. Former quarterback Justin Fields enrolling at Ohio State. Seen this past weekend at courtside at the Ohio State basketball game, seated next to Urban Meyer. The question remains, can he get a waiver from the NCAA to allow him to play this upcoming season, or will he have to sit an entire season? Time will tell. The NCAA has the final say on whether he gets a waiver. Fields is claiming racial discrimination to get a waiver, citing an incident in which a baseball player shouted racial slurs towards him at a football game. The player, Adam Sasser, issued an apology, but was kicked off the baseball team, lost his scholarship. Fields expected to file his waiver, stating that there were situations involving egregious behavior by a student at his previous institution. Ohio State and Fields strongly believe that this will allow him to receive the waiver, allow him to play next year. Field would compete with sophomore Tate Martell, who tweeted out that Fields needs to be careful. Martell warned, "Don't swing and miss twice," indicating that Martell expects to be the starter at Ohio State in the fall. First, the NCAA has to make a ruling on Fields' application for a waiver. Reports at Ohio State believe if Fields does get the waiver and gets a chance to start, that Tate Martell will simply look to transfer from Ohio State. Again, Fields enrolled at Ohio State, looking to be the quarterback in the fall. How about an Ohio State-Georgia national championship game, Fields against Ferrall? That would be fun. That's going to do it for the latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day this time by your friends at Harris Ace Hardware.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed.